Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cinema Flow podcast. I'm your host, Zach Abdulbaki, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. He is an entertainment journalist, podcaster, and Hollywood rule breaker. You may know him as the publisher of the InSneider, which is the best newsletter in the world of entertainment. If you're like me, then you may also know Jeff as the co-host of my favorite award season prediction show, FYC, for your consideration, with the great Scott Mance and Perry Nemiroff, available on Perry's YouTube channel. He is also the co-host of the Hot Mic, which airs every Thursday on John Roca's YouTube channel and is available to download wherever you get your podcasts. Now, without further ado, please welcome to the show the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jeff Sneider. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good, Zach. Thanks for having me. Good to be here. You made me blush. You flattered me.
Of course. Thank you for taking the time to do this. I told you before, but I am a huge fan of your work. I've been watching FYC since it started in 2018. I remember it was the Green Book Roma year. I remember you and Scott and Perry were in a studio back then. One of the highlights was the Parasite bet. It's always been my favorite show on YouTube, and I've never missed an episode since the beginning. I was also a casual fan of the Schmodown, but FYC is literally like appointment viewing to this day.
It's a fun one. I'm glad that we're still able to do it. So yeah, thank you for watching and everything. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Not really, not the Super Bowl, but but FYC, I'll never miss it.
Fair enough. Screw you, Super Bowl.
Yeah. I watched like the trailers and everything, but not the actual game.
All
But
good.
yeah, you guys give the best predictions, and I love the camaraderie and the back and forth. It always just feels like I'm watching like me and my friends talk about the Oscars.
Right,
It's
we have good chemistry together, and it's like I balance everything out.
yeah.
I always see the comments where it's like, Perry, you've got to lose Jeff. This guy is dragging down the show. It's like the show works because I'm there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know. Everyone balance each other's out. And I want to thank you for your years of entertainment on the Hot Mic. I've been watching since 2022. I saw you post about it on Twitter, so I started watching, and it's literally where I get my movie news, as well as the newsletter. And I love how unfiltered you guys are. You're not afraid to say what you think. I don't always agree with you, but I always know that I'm hearing an honest and authentic opinion. So I just want to commend you for that. And thank you for doing great work and inspiring
Thank
me to
you.
do
It'd
my
be
show.
weird if you did always agree with me. So, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. And you're also a fantastic journalist and a great writer. Everyone should go subscribe to your newsletter, the InSneider. There will be a link to that in the description. You just published your TV issue with the favorite TV shows of 2025 and most anticipated of 2026.
I
So
watch a
everyone,
lot of TV, right? For a movie guy,
a lot. I don't really. I'm more of a movie guy.
there's so much television, and it's great television out there. So, yeah, I felt like I had to finally go on the record with everything.
Yeah, I'm excited for Ted season two. That's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the type of TV I watch. Um, But yeah, for today's episode, we're going to be doing the 2016 movie draft. It is the 10-year anniversary of a bunch of great movies like La La Land and Manchester by the Sea. So we're going to be looking back on that year of film and drafting 10 films each, sort of like a fantasy football draft. If I draft something, you can't have it, and if you draft something, I can't have it. Pretty straightforward. Now, question, was 2016 a good year for movies?
A very good year for
I
movies.
think so.
A very good year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because you're my guest, you will get to go first. What is your first pick for the
All right. Well, wait a
2016?
second here.
Yeah.
So we were just going to switch off because I think whoever goes first, it should go one, and then the other person should get the second and third pick, and then the other person gets the fourth pick, and then you switch off.
Yeah.
Right? Needs to be a little bit of balance. So, do you want the first pick?
Hmm.
Do you want the second and third? I know you're going to be like, "Well, I'm the guest," but I
Well,
ask the questions around here, Zach.
okay, I'll take the first in that case because there's one that like I can't not have it.
All right. Well, I'm very curious what that is, right? So, and what that reveals about you. So, why don't you go first, and I will take two and three.
Okay. What's one of my favorite films of all time? It's La La Land. I agree with Scott Mance on this one. I think it's one of, if not the best musicals ever. Damien Chazelle, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. I still listen to the soundtrack to this day and go to screenings whenever it plays. It should have won Best Picture in my opinion. It's my number one.
Why don't you sing us a little bit of City of Stars?
City of stars, are you shining just for me?
Yeah, I
Damn.
love Gosling. What was the band? The band that he's in, is really good. The one with the little kids singing background. Dead Man's Bones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name. That might be it.
Yeah, hold on. I think that is it.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay, so that's your number one, La La Land.
Mhm.
What else do you love about La La Land?
Like it hit me at the right age. I was like 16 and wanting to go to film school. So it's just seeing Gosling's character, Sebastian, being so passionate about jazz was very relatable to me. And it just like it just and Emma Stone's character trying to be an actress, it was just very relatable. And I love the 35 millimeter like colorful aesthetic, and doing the tracking shot at the beginning also inspired me a lot. It was great.
What's better, La La Land or Whiplash?
La La Land easily. I mean, Whiplash is great, but it's kind of I mean, it's great. It's just more, I'd say La La Land is more rewatchable.
Okay, fair enough. And it was Dead Man's Bones. Yeah, they do. Have you, if you haven't heard of them, Papa Power, Lose Your Soul, and My Body's a Zombie for You. Those are the three Gosling songs to listen to.
Oh, that's definitely worth the Google after the
Exactly.
show. Yeah.
Okay, two and three, huh?
Yeah, two and three.
This is where I win. This is where you've already lost by
Yeah.
going. And I think you already tipped your hand too.
Yeah.
Earlier. I'm gonna go. Well, since I have two and three. Number two is clearly the best movie of 2016, and I did barely, some don't count it as a movie, but it is OJ Made in America.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that does count as a movie. It's a long
That is
movie.
the true masterpiece of this year. It is one of the most breathtaking pieces of media ever created, and basically a historical document. It is 7.5 hours of absolute brilliance, and it did win the Oscar for Best Documentary. So count it as a feature. Number two, OJ Made in America. Anything to say about that?
I've never seen it, but now I think I have to. Like I've always meant to. I hope
Oh,
it win the Oscar.
absolutely. I wish I could be you.
Yeah.
Dude, no one's ever captured the OJ story through that lens. And it really goes to show you that the best friend, and like, I think someone should make a movie about this guy one day. You'd
Mhm.
call it The Best Friend.
Yeah.
Was Al Cowlings, was AC Cowlings, the guy who drove the Ford Bronco. I mean, do you have a friend better than Al Cowlings? Probably not. He's
That
the best friend.
that's a great angle on it. That is how they, if they were going to make a narrative version, that would be a good angle.
Would be nuts. So number three is the movie that you tipped your hand to earlier. I'm gonna go with Manchester by the Sea.
No, you should have that because you're from Massachusetts, right? So,
I'm a Boston guy, Manchester, very much a New England kind of
mhm.
movie, Massachusetts movie. You know, that's to me is basically a masterpiece. Just an incredibly written movie by Kenneth Lonergan featuring one of the great screen performances of all time, I think, Casey Affleck.
Yeah, that was my grandma's favorite movie of that year, and that was the last Oscars I got to watch with her, and she was so happy when he won and when Kenny Lonergan won. I'm wondering, when is Kenneth Lonergan gonna make a movie again?
I think he's getting a little bit closer, a little
Okay,
bit closer.
I hope
So
so. Okay, so I get number four. Well, this was a great year for the Oscars. I'm gonna go with Hacksaw Ridge. That is a very emotional movie, very visceral movie, and I cried in it. So I feel like that it was always in my top 10 of that year. I think it's Andrew Garfield's best work. Yeah, I'll go with that.
I liked Hacksaw Ridge. It was in my top, let me see here, top like 25 movies of the year.
Yeah,
I think it's a little early for that pick, but fair enough. Hacksaw Ridge is a good movie. I don't care that Mel Gibson
yeah,
directed. He did a very good job.
yeah, I
Um,
agree.
all right, so like there's movies that I definitely know I want, and I don't think you're gonna steal.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if I should be a little bit more strategic. Well, okay, I can't. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna get the movies that I want, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Peter Berg's Patriots Day, starring the great Mark Wahlberg, who seems to be everywhere all at once in this movie. There were two Boston Marathon bombing
Mhm.
movies. They're both amazing, I think. I think Stronger is also incredible from David Gordon Green with Jake Gyllenhaal. But Patriots Day is far more rewatchable. And this thing just moves like it's a long movie too. It never slows down. The sequence with Jimmy O Yang, with him escaping and everything is fantastic. The siege, the shootout towards the end, it's all friggin' great. The score from Trent and Atticus, right? The end with Big Poppy. I love the whole thing. Patriots Day is my pick.
That's a very good pick. Yeah, he did both Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day in like the same year, and I thought this was the better of the two movies. And it does move very fast. It's a intense but a very important story. And I agree, Stronger is also great. So that's a good pick. I
Yeah.
wish Mark Wahlberg would do more movies like that. Yeah.
It's wild living through that.
Oh yeah. No, I can imagine.
Or did the Call of Duty movie because Peter Berg is directing it. I don't think he gets enough credit.
Hmm. Definitely. And Lone Survivor as well. He's
Right.
really good. Um, okay, I will go with. Hmm. I'm gonna go with Arrival from Denis Villeneuve, the this movie with Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner about aliens coming to Earth and how and trying to make contact and communication with them. It's amazing. It's has a great twist at the end, and it's also, I mean, it's honestly one of the first movies I really loved Denis Villeneuve for, as well as Prisoners. But I think we've seen how far he's come now. That was, could have won more at the Oscars, I thought.
I like Arrival. It's good. It's like around where Hacksaw Ridge was. It's basically like top 20 for me.
Yeah,
Um, but again, I think a little early.
yeah,
It is really good though. I just don't go back and revisit it as often as I do some other movies from this year.
yeah. Definitely fair. Okay, what would be your next pick?
All right, the next one I have to get
Uh-huh.
is definitely The Invitation from
Ooh.
Karen Kusama, the thriller with Logan Marshall Green.
Mhm.
He is invited by his ex to a dinner party, and it turns out to be far more than that. An amazing like twist ending. It's just a super intense thriller, a gritty little indie, and I thought Kusama did an amazing job with it, along with the two writers. I think it's Phil Hay and Matt Manfredi.
I've never seen this movie. This is a great recommendation.
Oh, dude, you have to see The
Yeah.
Invitation. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Um, let's see. Then I think the next one I'm gonna go with, I think I mean, it's not underrated because it was in the Oscars, but I'm gonna go with Lion. I feel like that one doesn't get talked about enough with Dev Patel.
Lion would be next on my list. I mean, Lion was fantastic. That's a
Mhm.
great choice right there.
Yeah.
That's your first excellent pick, I think. And you're right, completely underrated.
Hmm. Yeah, again, this is about a boy in India gets lost from his mother, and in the last 30 minutes, you flash forward to the future where Dev Patel is he's an adult now, he's trying to find his mother. In the scene, spoiler, I guess it's a true story, but when they finally meet at the end, that was so emotional. That got me. So I love that movie.
Yeah, a great little movie.
Hmm.
You're right. If it weren't for like, Moonlight and La La Land, the Weinstein Company bet on Lion that year, and I wonder if it might have like pushed through. Okay. We've each done one, two, three, four.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've each done four. So we're each doing 10. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. That's from a Richard Linklater movie, right? And
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with Everybody Wants Some for my next pick. A hilarious follow-up to Dazed and Confused, a spiritual sequel, if you will, but set in the 80s around a baseball team instead of a high school football team. And just as hilarious. It tails off a little in the second half, But that first half is just gold, and that's where I basically fell in love with my man Glenn Powell.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually kind of like this one more than Dazed and Confused. Maybe it's because I saw it in theaters and it hit me at the right time. I love it, and I actually have the soundtrack on cassette, and I listened to that thing a million times because I had a Walkman. So it's great.
Wow. That Everybody Wants Some was on cassette?
Yep, Everybody Wants Some is on cassette.
That is wild. And you had a Walkman in 2016. Wow, good for you.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Guardians of the Galaxy, so I had it's not a like Sony Walkman, it's just a cassette player, but I had one at school because you couldn't have your phone at school. But I said, okay, well, there's no rule that says you can't have a cassette player. So,
Good call. Good for
mhm.
you.
Yeah,
Okay. Your pick.
I will go with Hidden Figures.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that movie a lot. I think it's a great story. I didn't know about these three African American women who were involved in NASA, and it's shot kind of normally, like it's not crazy from a cinematography standpoint, but the story is great and the acting is great and it's inspiring, and I thought it was well deserved as a Best Picture nominee. I haven't seen it a lot since then, but I remember loving it.
Again, Hidden Figures. These are all like Hidden Figures is a good one. I liked Hidden Figures,
Hmm.
but a little early. I would have
Yeah.
waited for that one. All right. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
the year's best. I guess I don't know. I guess it's not the year's best musical because of La La Land. The year's second best musical, Sing Street.
That's a good one.
Drive It Like You Stole It, baby. Rhythm of the Model. That's a great movie. Love John Carney. Love that whole cast, and just like it's they offer toe tappers.
Mhm.
Yeah, that movie is a blast. You left me it. You left me it.
Yep, that is a classic, and I'm still glad that is it John Carney? Yeah, he's still making movies like every few
Has
years.
another one coming out this year, Power Ballad with
Hmm.
Jonas and Paul Rudd.
Wow. Oh, that's Paul Rudd. Okay, that's I like how Paul Rudd's doing more different stuff. That's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Jonas. Hmm.
Nick Jonas. I will see if he can act, I guess.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm giving it to you. You don't want it. You don't want to take it because you don't have it.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna go with no, this isn't underrated, I guess, because people like this movie. I'm gonna go with Sully.
Good pick.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood, he's hit and miss. He's always, like, I mean, it depends on the script. And this is just a good story. Everyone knew about what happened with Sully Sullenberger, the pilot, landing in the Hudson River. But this one, as a courtroom drama, was great. And I loved the editing, how it like flashed back and forth between the courtroom scenes and what happened in the past. And this one and like Richard Jewell were both two good stories about people who did good things and then the world just going against them. I thought it was solid.
This is a very good movie.
Mhm.
Best pick since Lion. And yeah, like on my list, if I go back to 2016, I'm looking at my 2016 list. You have three of my top seven movies, which are La La Land, Lion, and Sully. So, okay, good job. You've recovered
Yeah.
with these picks because I did leave those on the table, and that's on me. I got to live with it.
Yeah.
I went Sing Street over Sully. It's fine. It's fine. These people make decisions in life. This is what a draft is all about.
Yeah.
But I gave you the Nick Jonas hint and you didn't take it. And that's on me because I am going to go with the Nick Jonas movie, Goat.
Oh, I've heard of this. I've not seen it. It's about hazing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the hazing movie. It's totally fucked up. I hope I can swear on this
Oh,
podcast. Uh,
please.
it's it's great. Andrew Neil did a great job with it. I don't even know if he made another movie after this. Ben Schnetzer is fantastic in it. You're gonna see a lot of like young guys who pop up in other kinds of things. Um, yeah, I a big fan of Goat, especially the beginning. Like just watch 10 minutes of it and you'll be hooked.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Yeah, no, you're giving me good recommendations today. So I always like you have the hidden gems on your best of the year list.
Oh, the hidden gem.
That's awesome. Um, okay, I'm gonna go with Fences. I love this one. Uh, it's Denzel Washington directed it. It's based on the August Wilson play about him and his family and especially his relationship with his son. He's kind of it starts out you kind of think okay he's a cool charming guy, but is slowly and revelations come up about what he's done in his past, and he basically cheats on his wife and has a daughter with another woman, and it's iconic, like the scenes where he tells his son, I ain't got to like you, like that just is just so iconic. I thought it was really well written, well directed, and I think it's Denzel's best film as a director, so I'll go with Fences.
Fences is a good, respectable movie. You haven't picked a dog yet. You haven't picked a
Yeah,
dog. All right. So how many picks do we have left?
I've done seven, you've done six.
Wait a second. Hold on. One, two. Actually, I think I have three left. Have I just done six? I think I've done seven. One, two, three, four. One, two. Why am I bad at counting? Three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I've done seven. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's like five movies I'm still into, but all right, let's see.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Fences.
You did OJ, Manchester, Patriots Day, The Invitation, Sing Street, Goat.
And everybody wants them.
Everybody wants them.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the French horror movie Raw from
Oh,
Did to Cornell, who did Titane. Raw is a tremendous debut and surprisingly rewatchable. Fantastic score, great lead performance from I'm not going to pronounce her name correctly, so I'm not even going to try to do it. But yeah, a terrific little indie horror movie if you haven't seen it.
I have not seen it. Okay, this is another good recommendation. And I haven't seen Titan either, so I gotta get into DeCornell's filmography.
Titane isn't great, but
Oh, really? Okay. Um, I'm gonna go with a movie I saw at a film festival, and I watched with my mom because she was excited about it. Jackie. About
good pick.
uh yeah, Jackie Kennedy. I love the way it was shot in like 16 millimeter. The colors were just very vibrant, and I love Natalie Portman's performance. It's not a biopic, it's really just about that period in her life, like right after JFK gets assassinated. And it was very emotional and just a really well done movie. I thought if she had won Best Actress, I would have been happy.
Jackie's a terrific movie. I agree. Natalie Portman is great in that. Just a really great script.
Mhm.
Pablo Larraín delivering with that biopic. Good pick there. Another strong, solid pick. You just a lot of like B plus movies.
Yeah.
You're doing well. Mine are a little bit more divisive. I'm gonna go with. You ever seen a movie where a hot dog gets a blowjob?
Are you talking about the Wiener documentary?
No.
Oh
Although the Wiener documentary is great, and if you picked it next, you would have my absolute respect. I'm going with Sausage Party.
Oh, I forgot that came out that year.
Sausage Party. Give me Sausage Party, a super rewatchable comedy that is very, very clever and funny and was a big hit.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters with my dad, and it was a trip. I was thinking like, what is the best comedy of 2016? And I forgot about Sausage Party. Wow, that might be it.
Um, Wiener, yeah, Wiener's great. I mean, I might take it next. I still have one more pick. We'll see.
It's a good movie. Actually, I've seen that one. Um, okay, Sausage Party. Good pick. Okay, what am I gonna go with?
Ooh, that's good too. Jesus.
Hmm, okay. I'm going with okay, this is a I'm done picking like the super acclaimed. I'm going with one that had mixed to positive reviews. I love it. I've rewatched it a million times. It's War Dogs with your boy Miles Teller. Um, I think that's a great film. I think it's probably Todd Phillips' second best movie after The Hangover. It's again about two arms dealers who, they're not exactly, the smartest people in the world, but they're great businessmen, and they kind of fuck it up at the end. But it's actually really entertaining and kind of inspiring too. I love that one.
Don't love this pick. I mean, it's
Uh,
a good movie. I'm not I have it listed in my good section from 2016, but there's just a lot of other talent on the board. I don't think I would have done this. Phew. One pick left. That's it.
mhm. Yeah,
Let's see here. Just a movie I can't live without.
yeah.
There's two really good possibilities left. This is tough. All right. Ultimately, this is a really, really good movie, and it's Ben Affleck in The Accountant.
Ooh, yes. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's going to be my last pick over, and I don't know if you're going to take this, but I'm going to give it up what it was. The honorable mention would might be Don't Breathe.
And that's another great movie, a great horror movie.
There's so many, there's 20, 30 other movies I could name that would be acceptable here. I'm very curious what you go for with the last pick because there's a couple of family films I think are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm thinking I have a lot of Oscar movies. I need to have like one blockbuster or family movie. I'm thinking like looking at the Disney stuff.
You
I'm gonna go
tell you what
with
to do. Don't let me tell you what to do. This is all you.
no, I'm going with I'm deciding between two Disney movies, one of which has a sequel that just came out, which is great. But I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the best by far live action remake. I'm on Jungle Book from Jon Favreau. I think that's actually it's like maybe the only one that's better than the original. And the visual effects are great and motion capture. I don't even know if they did motion capture, but whatever. The visual effects are great, and that child actor was fantastic. It has the emotion. It's not. I mean, it is kind of a crash grab, I guess, but it didn't feel like one, and it's way better than Jon Favreau's Lion King. This was like the peak of the Disney remakes.
Oh, you were thinking Zootopia, huh?
Yeah, I was like that or Zootopia.
All right.
I think I'm
Well,
happy with Jungle Book.
I was talking family films. I was thinking Pete's Dragon.
Oh yeah.
That's a really good movie. Hunt for the Wilder People. You ever see that?
Yep, I did. Taika Waititi.
Good movie. There's the one movie that I have that's like potentially a great movie that I was just a mess during is A Monster Calls.
I have not seen that one, but I'm familiar. It's the director who did The Impossible, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And this was, like my mom had cancer around this
Mhm.
time. So that's a tough movie to watch. It's like a one and you'll never see it again, but that's a great movie. God, this is a good year. 20th Century Women, the Mike Mills
Yeah.
movie, Martin Scorsese's Silence, Eddie the Eagle, The
Yeah.
Infiltrator, that isn't that like Bryan Cranston? That's good. Captain Fantastic with Vigo, Nocturnal Animals from Tom Ford, Oliver Stone's last good movie, Snowden.
Hmm.
Jessica Chastain and Miss Sloane, The Eyes of My Mother. We're still
Hmm.
waiting on a follow-up to that from Nick Pesci, which should be out this year. There's so many good ones. Hello, my name is Doris. Sally
Yeah.
Field is terrific in that. Slight, the Blumhouse movie. I think that's from J.D. Dillard, I believe. What else was this year? Cretia,
Hmm.
Colossal with Anne Hathaway, Doctor Strange, Pop Star, Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Classic.
Total classic. bunch of Department Q movies came out this year. If you guys like Department Q, the Netflix series, there's a bunch of those movies. What else? The Founder.
Love that one.
Founder's great. The Hell or High Water is very good.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Moonlight, obviously, which won Best Picture, which we didn't mention. So I was surprised you didn't take Moonlight.
I'm not a Moonlight guy. I think it's maybe I
Yeah,
was just too young. It was like I just thought it was kind of slow.
good. I didn't think it was like anything special. The Belko Experiment is really good.
Hmm.
The Shallows is really good.
Yeah.
God, it was a solid year.
Moana is another family film I was considering.
Yep,
Hush from Mike Flanagan.
that's his best movie.
Yeah, I agree. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yep.
Oh, the this is one of the best comedies of the year. Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, I get why people like Deadpool. I'm not a Deadpool guy, but
Right.
I get the whole thing.
Also, an animated film, Kubo and the Two Strings. I really enjoyed.
Oh, yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah. The Handmaiden,
Dude, we're
foreign
just
film.
going on and on. Like people are, when I'm like 2025 is a weak year, people were like, Jeff, you just hate everything. Everything. This was such a great year for movies. I'm like, what? Like, are you familiar with like the history of movies and how good they used to be? Well, what?
No, I'm with you. 2025 was a weak year, and I think it's like this is again the pre-COVID, pre like streaming. Like this is when the Oscar movies could still like make money, so studios are greenlighting more original stuff than now. I think that's part of it.
Dude, this is I think that we'll pull out of it. But yeah, I did not think that this was a particularly good year, especially when it came to awards movies. I don't know what else is now that we've completed our 2016 movie drive, which let's recap it. Do you want to do it or should I?
Here I can recap it. We got from your draft, OJ Made in America, Manchester by the Sea, Patriots Day, The Invitation, Everybody Wants Some, Sing Street, Goat, Raw, Sausage Party, and The Accountant. And then it's a good list. My draft, I have La La Land, Hacksaw Ridge, Arrival, Lion, Hidden Figures, Sully, Fences, Jackie, War Dogs, and The Jungle Book.
Okay, we did a good job. I think that's a pretty even split. We'll leave it up to the viewers, the listeners to decide who actually won it. They're the real winners in all of this, obviously.
Of course, they're getting three Jeff Sneider podcasts this week.
I'm honored. But like we have more time. Is it what else is on your mind? What else do you want to discuss? What are the hot topics?
Okay. What about you mentioned the Super Bowl earlier. What did you think of the trailers? Did you watch like the Cliff Booth trailer?
Yeah, I watched the Cliff Booth trailer. It's a good, fun trailer, especially that's the whole point of the Super Bowl is for you to be like, wait, what was that for? Like you don't even
Uh-huh.
is that an ad for cigarettes or old movie theaters or so? What is this?
Yeah.
There was no title. I thought that was an odd choice. It would have been the right time to maybe debut a title or a release date. So it felt a little like Netflix maybe should have waited and led with its best foot forward.
Uh-huh.
But I also understand wanting to make waves at the big game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't even know if it's going to be called The Adventures of Cliff Booth. I'm a little skeptical. They might have something else in store.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, because that's a 2026 movie. I have like 10 movies that I think might be nominated next year. How about I tell you those 10 and you tell me if you think
I will
any.
play the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Okay, awesome. So because, you're the expert, FYC, so I need your expertise. Tell me, is The Odyssey going to be nominated next year? And if it's great, we're assuming these are going to be good.
Yes.
Yes.
Check.
Can he win though? Can he win again?
Yes. Check.
Now, Dune Part 3.
If it comes out, yeah.
Okay. What about Digger from Alejandro Inarritu?
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be like, I mean, I feel it's like for Warner Brothers, it's like their one battle, like, against
That
some of
could be
them.
their, like this year's Birdman or something.
Yeah, exactly. What about Disclosure Day?
I'm gonna go thumbs down on that one.
Oh, okay.
Nervous about that one. I don't think it's gonna necessarily work that well at the box office. We'll see.
I'm worried about box office, but Spielberg's pretty consistent, so I feel like quality wise, it'll be
It
good, but
could, listen, it could sneak in there, but I think it would be in the 8, 9, or 10 slots ultimately.
yeah.
I'm skeptical. We'll see.
Project Hail Mary.
Yes. I've heard it's great. I think it's gonna be nominated.
Yeah, I think it'll be this year's like early contender, like how we had Sinners this year. It's we need something from the first half. What about Cliff Booth?
Um, yeah, maybe potentially if it's cool enough. Yeah, I could see it being, in the Marty Supreme slot. Like this is the cool movie that we're all behind this year. Um, yeah.
I mean, Fincher's never won. I don't think he would for this, but like I want him to one day.
Tarantino seems like an irresistible combination. Obviously, that's going to be like the hottest Q&A to get into. Like Netflix will own the season with that movie.
What about The Social Reckoning? I feel like this could go either way.
Could go either way, but I'm going to say yes for now. I think it's Aaron Sorkin. It's going to manage to say something. Everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to like give it the benefit of the doubt, I think, and afford it a certain respect. That's a great cast that he has. Like I think it gets in.
Um, what about Narnia from Greta Gerwig?
No, I don't think that will ultimately, really be an Oscar play. It's possible. We'll see if Netflix gives that movie or Cliff Booth a bigger push. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about The Entertainment System is Down from Triangle of Sadness
May
director?
not come out this year. That may be a Cannes 2027 title from the sound of it. I don't know.
Ooh, fair enough. Yeah. What about Tony, which is the Anthony Bourdain biopic with Dominic Sessa,
On an
directed?
interview right now with Matt Johnson. I just interviewed him last week. I'm trying to get it up tonight, and I don't know if that'll be best picture material, but I suspect it'll be very good and like very interesting.
Now, this episode's going up tomorrow, so Valentine's Day is around the corner. What are the Jeff Sneider recommendations for everybody to watch with their special someone?
Well, that just depends, right? Like, do you
Mhm.
like erotic thrillers? Are you trying to get somebody in the mood? Are you trying to, because like I love Ghost. Ghost
Uh-huh.
is good. Clueless is obviously not an erotic thriller or anything, but just a solid comedy to watch with your lady. Um, but there's a movie that I find really romantic. I mean, God, there's a few. But he just died like 20 minutes ago, right? James Vanderbeek
Oh,
reported dead. And James Vanderbeek is the villain in this movie, Angus. Angus is from 1995. It's about a fat kid,
uh-huh.
good at science and fair at football. And he just wants to dance with the homecoming queen. And they dance to Mazzy Star's Fade Into You, and it's super romantic. It's a beautiful movie. So pay homage to James Vanderbeek, respect the Beak. Can't believe he's gone at 48, and watch that, even though that movie maybe doesn't show him in the best light, but that's the life of an actor. You're not always playing the guy who gets the girl in the end.
Those are very good recommendations. I haven't seen a couple of those, although I love Clueless. What about like, I mean, your number one like romantic comedy? Like if someone just wants listeners out there, they want like just a light something fun.
Um, I mean, I love like Knocked Up and Forgetting Sarah Marshall, even though, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is kind of like a breakup movie. Um, it's a good one, I think, to watch with your girl.
Knocked Up is I love both of those, but Knocked Up's one of my favorites, easily.
Yeah. Knocked Up is where like you're looking at each other like this could be us. And she's like, not if we don't have sex tonight.
Just do it already. Fine. Uh, Um, it's a classic. Okay, well, one thing I love FYC, best award season show of all time, but you guys don't really do the below the line predictions. So,
Because nobody's gonna watch it.
okay, well, my audience is gonna watch it.
You would see such a drop off in numbers. I think we'd love to spend more time on that, but yeah, that's really up to the audience.
Can I get your takes on some of the below the line categories?
Sure.
Okay. What do you think's happening in international feature film? Because that one we have Sentimental Value and The Secret Agent, both in Best Picture. Probably means that it was just an accident. Surat and Hind Rajab don't have a chance. What do you think? What do you think's happening here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be sentimental value. Ultimately, it's a really deep category, though. You could make an argument for just about all of those movies winning. Um, so I just think that like with sentimental value getting all those acting nominations, I think
Right.
it kind of speaks volumes as to what the Academy thought about it.
Yeah, it's interesting because Secret Agent was winning like Golden Globes and Critics' Choice, and I know none of those, there's no overlap, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Sentimental got Best Director. So, and so that's a
Right,
sign.
exactly. They could have nominated Kleber Filho or whatever, or Jafar Panahi. Like the fact that it went to Joachim Trier, I think again says a lot.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on best film editing because it says on Gold Derby it's kind of between One Battle After Another or F1. The other nominees are Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. What do you think's happening here? There's usually some correlation with picture, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it'll probably be one battle after another. It's Andy Jurgensen, right?
Yeah,
I think it'll probably be him.
yeah. What about best cinematography? Do you think this will be Sinners or One Battle because of the IMAX 70 millimeter, or will they go with something like Train Dreams, which is more
Yeah, I don't
soft?
really think that it'll be one battle, actually. I think it's between Sinners and Train Dreams.
Hmm.
I'd put Sinners as the front runner right now. I think a lot of people want to see her win,
Hmm.
but I also think that the cinematography in Train Dreams is like its best selling point. And um, yeah, some people have complained about how dark Sinners is at times. So I wouldn't be surprised if Train Dreams pulled off an upset there, but I would go if it's between Sinners and One Battle, I would definitely go Sinners.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think One Battle is going to do very well above the line, but Sinners is going to get a lot of techs. I was going to ask you, what do you think of best casting? Because this one, people are saying Sinners could be One Battle or Marty Supreme.
I think it's going to go to Sinners. Yeah,
Yeah, Francine Maisler.
that movie works because you have to have the right villain, the right leads, like just the right cast in that bar, in that juke joint, and yeah, Sinners found the right alchemy of people, along with like a real newcomer,
Yeah.
real discovery.
What
Miles.
about best sound? Some people are saying F1, but would it just go to one of the, One Battle or Sinners or Frankenstein or
Yeah,
Sora?
it's a good question. Part of me does think F1 may have this one, but sound isn't just like how loud your movie is, right? It's so it might. I think I may have put money on it, on Sinners pulling off an upset here because sound is obviously super important to Sinners, which is kind of like a musical. So yeah, I think that is definitely within the realm of possibility, even if you want to call F1 the front runner.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to put money on some of these categories because some of them are like so obvious. Like best director is going to be PTA most likely, but also I'm like, well, what if I lose?
Well, it's just like you don't win that much if you're betting on PTA at this
True.
point, right? It's like, what's even the point of betting? That's why you have to bet early or you have to go against the grain, basically, if you want to make money.
Yeah, no, definitely. What do you think of best makeup and hairstyling? Is this just going to be Frankenstein, or could something like Sinners or one of the non-Best Picture nominees, could they pull an upset like
What
Smashing
are the other
Machine?
three?
Kokuho, Smashing Machine, and Ugly Stepsister versus Frankenstein and Sinners.
No, I think it'll be Frankenstein.
Do you also think it'll be Frankenstein for production design and costume design? The odds are looking like that's going to be the case. We'll see.
One of them I'm suspecting there will be an upset. So wait, what's costume design again?
Costume design is Avatar, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. And Sinners is Ruth E. Carter, who won for Black Panther.
Okay, and then what's production design? Sorry, give me
No,
those.
no problem. Production design is Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, which is Jack Fisk, who's a famous PD, and One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Yeah, that's tricky. That's tricky. I actually think that there could be an upset in production design. I think that someone like Jack Fisk, like you're right, for Marty Supreme could pull that off. But I think for costumes, I think you're right. I'll go with Frankenstein as the front runner.
Yeah, it's usually with the Guillermo movies like, I don't know, like Nightmare Alley or Shape of Water, like they'll
And
do.
all three, I'd be surprised actually if it won all three.
Yeah, I agree. Visual effects just gonna be Avatar, right?
I think so, but deservedly so.
Yeah, definitely. And then original score. So the leading contender here is Ludwig Göransson for Sinners, but the other nominees are One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Frankenstein, and Begonia. What do you think?
Sinners in a Walk,
Yeah. And then original song is gonna be Golden.
in a Walk.
Any thoughts on documentary?
I think it'll be The Perfect Neighbor. I think it's just like that's the movie that most people have seen.
Mm-hmm.
What are the other nominees?
The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and then, like you said, Perfect Neighbor.
Come See Me in the Good Light could pull off an upset, but I'm gonna stick with The Perfect Neighbor, which I think is a great documentary.
I honestly haven't seen any of these, and I know you like documentaries usually, so I gotta see Perfect Neighbor.
I don't love them, especially like like who wants to? What is the Rock one? It's like that doesn't sound. It sounds like the worst way to spend 2 hours.
Yeah,
What?
I guess I thought you liked documentaries because of OJ, but no.
Listen, some of them are amazing.
Yeah,
Like the best ones, yeah, Dear Mr. Brody, like The Rescue, Man on Wire. Like, yeah, there's amazing documentaries, but on the whole, some of these Oscar nominees, you're just like, who is this for?
yeah.
Come on.
Um, and then animated is probably gonna be just K-pop Demon Hunters, right? And for writing, do you think originals is just going to be Sinners and adapted is going to be One Battle, or do you predict an upset in either of those?
I think it'll be those.
Yeah. And well, yeah, so picture director probably One Battle,
Yeah.
and then actor and
And
actress.
there's good surprise for Best Picture. That is definitely within the realm of possibility. It's all about the ballot. Like it's not like the most number ones always wins. It's whoever had the most number twos or threes.
That is true.
Sentence.
I think I know you don't care that much about the precursors, but I feel like if we see SAG Ensemble go to Sinners, that could be an indicator, like how it happened for Coda and Parasite, because it's a guild, so I guess some of those people do vote in the Oscars.
I think it probably will go to Sinners, but I wouldn't read too much into it. I think the PGA is a much more accurate precursor because it also uses the weighted ballot.
Yeah, and yeah, and I mean Sinners is a more widely seen movie. I mean in general, so that could be a factor. I mean people rewatched it a lot.
Mhm.
But I think yeah, it's probably going to be One Battle, but uh, we'll see.
Either way, Warner Brothers is going to go home happy that night.
Exactly. Yeah. One of my favorite movies of last year, because I know it was a week here, but it actually I watched it because of your recommendation. It was The Lost Bus.
Love The Last Bus. Yeah, what'd you think?
I loved it. I saw it in a theater. They just played it in the new art for like a week or two to qualify for the Oscars. I went to see because I don't have Apple TV Plus, so I was like, I can pay $10 for a month or just go watch it. I watched it. Unbelievable. That really should have been a contender.
Yeah, I was a little bummed. I don't think Apple really knew what to do with it or how to sell it. I mean, you'd think it would be like a shoe-in this season because half the voters lost their homes in
Yeah.
fire, right? Like, sit Matthew McConaughey down with the fucking fire chief and different fire guys for Q&As. Like, what are you doing? This should be a layup. So I don't get it at all. I sat there the whole time watching that movie, being like, how do they even make this?
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I'm glad that you checked it out. Thanks.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's funny with the Oscars, like some of the categories, it's like there are movies that are nominated for one category that I like more than almost all the Best Picture nominees, including that one. Um,
Yeah, it's the people who shape the best picture race, I don't always think do a good job of looking out for everybody.
yeah, you did you like Song Sung Blue? I
I
think
really like Song Sung Blue. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one I caught up with, earlier this year though. So like I didn't see it before the 2025 cutoff for me.
Hmm.
Like right about it. I circled back and it was delightful.
Yeah. And do you think Amy Madigan could pull off the upset for Weapons, or is that one done?
I think she could pull it off, but it does feel more and more done with each passing day. I mean, David Poland seems convinced that she's going to win, and that Tiana Taylor is going to sort of have to be forced to pay her dues a little bit more. But I don't know. I think if you're a fan of one battle after another, which a lot of Academy members seem to be, how could you not vote for her? I think a lot of people aren't even going to like interested in watching Weapons. So I don't know.
And what are some of the movies you're most looking forward to for the rest of this year?
I mean, besides Cliff Booth, Refn's back with a new one. Her Private Hell. Adam Wingard is back. He left behind the King Kong movies, thank God, and he's working with Dan Stevens again on something else cool. Um, that Sundance movie that David Wayne actually put out. I want to see Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Fest. There's a lot of good comedies this year.
Mhm.
Will Ferrell and Zac Efron have one coming out called Judgment Day. Um, yeah, I think that there's just like a lot to look forward to. Clayface, even just Spider-Man. Like, there's some cool comic book movies better than last year's crop. It's gonna be a fun year.
Before we go, I want to make sure I plug the Hot Mic one more time. There's a link in the description. Please watch it every Thursday on John Roca's YouTube channel, also available anywhere you get your podcasts. I mean, that just must be fun for you guys, like every week doing that.
Yeah, I like to mix it up with him. It is an exhausting show. By the end of the 2 hours, like him and I are both like ready for a nap. We're getting old, but I do like to battle Roca and challenge his viewpoints and have mine challenged as well. And nobody does it better than him.
I agree. And also, everyone be sure to watch the best award season show of all time, FYC, for your consideration, with Scott Mance and Perry Nemiroff, available on Perry's YouTube channel. Link in the description for that one as well. I'm gonna be sad when you guys probably take a break after the Oscars, but it's my favorite part of award season.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. And yeah, newsletter is the InSneider.com. Thanks
Mhm.
for subscribing. I do my best to publish every day, although, lately it's more like 3 times a week. But yeah, I think I bring an essential voice to the community. So thank you for noticing and reading and following all these years, Zach. I appreciate it. And thank you for having me on the pod today.
Of course. And thank you to everyone for listening to this episode of the Cinema Flow podcast. Be sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We'll be back next week with more fun movie chats. But until then, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.